Good morning. Thanks for joining the Daily Rundown. I'm Kara Rucker. Top stories on this Thursday. The U.S. is threatening a ban on TikTok if its parent company doesn't sell its stakes. And school teachers in L.A. are planning a 3-day strike that could force public schools to close. But first, we begin with newly released video this morning showing the moment a Russian fighter jet collided with a U.S. drone over the Black Sea. This is Straight Arrow News, unbiased, straight facts. The U.S. military has released dramatic declassified video taken by the U.S. drone on Tuesday, showing the moment a Russian fighter jet approached and collided with it. There were 2 different passes taken by the jets, one to spray the drone with jet fuel, according to the military, then the second one being the collision with the propeller of the drone. Communications were temporarily lost with the drone as the image can be seen pixelating into color bars in its last images on impact. The new video comes as Russia denied claims of responsibility, and efforts by both Russia and the U.S. are underway to recover the drone fallen into the Black Sea.
It probably broke up. There's probably not a lot to recover, frankly. As far as the loss of anything of sensitive intelligence, etc., as normal, we would take, and we did, take mitigating measures. So we are quite confident that whatever was of value is no longer of value.
TikTok says the U.S. is asking its parent company to divest their stakes in the social media platform, or it could face a possible nationwide ban. It's the latest and one of the more serious developments in a series of recent events tied to the U.S. government and states calling for tighter restrictions on an app they say poses national security concerns. TikTok has said they disagree with the ultimatum, saying there are other steps to take, like third-party monitoring and U.S.-based data systems, instead of 2 extremes. This marks the first time the president has threatened the company with a nationwide ban, something then-President Donald Trump also tried doing in 2020, but was blocked by U.S. courts. Later this morning, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen will be in the hot seat on Capitol Hill to testify about the nation's banking industry. It comes 1 week since the start of Silicon Valley Bank's demise, which threatened bank stocks around the world. And now one of Europe's largest banks is in jeopardy. Credit Suisse announced it will borrow nearly $54 billion from the Swiss National Bank, creating the most recent ripple in banking investments around the world. Investor panic led to stock losses for 4 major U.S. banks on Wednesday. Yellen will be on Capitol Hill testifying in front of a Senate committee today, just days after federal regulators took over Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank of New York. Democrats in the White House are calling for legislation to tighten regulations on U.S. banks. The Department of Justice has launched probes into the collapse of SVB. 2 U.S. allies are shoring up their differences and coming to an alliance of their own. For the first time in 12 years, Japan and South Korea are attending a summit today, seeking a united front in the face of growing concerns over North Korea and China. The 2 nations have vowed to resume regular visits between their leaders after more than a decade on hold. They're taking steps to set aside a convoluted history and to resolve a trade dispute. As the U.S. allies signal partnership, North Korea launched multiple ballistic missiles ahead of their meeting. It's the 3rd weapons testing from the North this week, as the U.S. and South Korea are practicing their own military drills. A 3-day strike of Los Angeles public school employees could shut down schools beginning Tuesday of next week. Union leaders representing tens of thousands of teachers, custodians, bus drivers, and other school employees will walk out on the job unless the school district meets its demands. The district and its 2 largest unions have been at odds over contract negotiations for months, with pay being its biggest issues. Employees want a 30% raise. The district wants to meet in the middle at a 15% raise. The superintendent of schools says the unions are, quote, refusing to negotiate, but has publicly offered to meet with unions round the clock until a solution is reached, looking to avoid a school shutdown. After more than 3 decades as America's most loved dog breed, Labrador Retrievers are no longer the top dog. Now, the French Bulldog is ranked as #1. According to the American Kennel Club, the popularity of the Frenchie has steadily been rising. With bat-like ears and wrinkly noses, it's the French Bulldog breed that is touted around by many celebrities, from Reese Witherspoon to Megan Thee Stallion. Rounding out top 3 is the Frenchie, Labs, and Golden Retrievers. These are your top headlines on this Thursday morning. Thanks for watching the Daily Rundown with Straight Arrow News. We're on a mission to bring back trustworthy journalism by only serving you, not an agenda. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.